This story is titled, My Ex-Fiancé Proposed to My Best Friend After Breaking Up With Me, so I revealed his secrets to her. They say betrayal cuts deepest when it comes from those closest to you. My name is Emily, I'm 28, and this story takes place 2 years ago. I was living in Boston, working as a graphic designer, and engaged to the man I thought I'd spend the rest of my life with, James. James and I had been together for 4 years. He was charming, intelligent, and knew how to make me laugh even on my worst days. I thought we had a solid relationship, one built on trust and mutual respect. But looking back, there were cracks in the foundation that I ignored for far too long. Then there was Lily, my best friend since college. She and I had been inseparable for years. We were the kind of friends who shared everything, our dreams, fears, and all the messy details of our lives. She was like a sister to me, and I never imagined she'd play a role in the betrayal that would change everything. It all started when James began acting distant. He worked long hours as an investment banker, so I was used to his busy schedule, but something felt different. He stopped texting me during the day, canceled our date nights, and seemed emotionally checked out. One evening, after weeks of this behavior, I decided to confront him. "James, what's going on?" I asked. "You've been so distant lately. Are you okay?" He sighed, avoiding eye contact. "Emily, I've been meaning to talk to you. I think we need to take a break." "A break?" My heart sank. "Why? What did I do wrong?" "It's not you," he said the classic line. "I just need some space to figure things out." I was devastated, but I respected his request. I thought maybe some time apart would help us both see things more clearly. During that break, Lily was my rock. She comforted me, brought me wine and chocolate, and listened to me cry about how much I missed James. But something about her support felt off. She avoided making eye contact whenever I mentioned James, and she seemed overly eager to change the subject. At first, I chalked it up to her not knowing how to handle the situation, but my gut told me there was more to it. 2 months after James broke off our engagement, I got the news that shattered me. A mutual friend called me, her voice hesitant. "Emily, I don't know how to tell you this, but James proposed to Lily last night." I felt like the ground had been ripped out from under me. My ex-fiancé, the man I was supposed to marry, had not only moved on, but with my best friend. I immediately called Lily, desperate for an explanation. She didn't answer, so I left a voicemail. "Lily, I just heard about you and James. Please tell me this isn't true. I need to hear it from you." She texted me later that day. "Emily, I'm sorry you had to find out this way. James and I didn't plan for this to happen, but we fell in love. I hope you can understand." Understand? How could I possibly understand? As the days went by, my heartbreak turned into anger. Not only had James betrayed me, but Lily, the person I trusted most, had stabbed me in the back. And the more I thought about it, the more I realized they deserved each other. Because James, he wasn't the perfect man he pretended to be. Over the years, he had shared things with me, secrets about his shady work practices, manipulative behavior, and even a few lies he told to get ahead. I had brushed those things off at the time, thinking no one was perfect. But now I felt no obligation to protect him. I decided it was time for Lily to know the truth. Not out of spite, but because I couldn't let her walk into the same trap I had. If she was going to marry James, she deserved to know who he really was. I sent her a message. "Lily, we need to talk. There are things about James you don't know, and I think you should hear them before you go any further." She replied reluctantly, agreeing to meet me for coffee. When we sat down, I could see the tension in her face. "What is this about, Emily?" she asked, her tone defensive. "Lily, I'm not here to attack you," I said, keeping my voice calm. "I just think you deserve to know some things about James before you marry him." I told her everything, about the lies he had told me, the unethical decisions he had made at work, and the manipulative tendencies he had shown throughout our relationship. I even showed her texts and emails to back up my claims. Lily's expression shifted from anger to disbelief to sadness as I spoke. "Why didn't you tell me any of this before?" she asked, her voice trembling. "Because I wanted to believe he could change," I admitted. "But now I realize that wasn't fair, to me or to you." As I sat across from Lily, watching her face crumble under the weight of everything I had just revealed, I felt a mix of emotions. Part of me felt vindicated. James's lies and manipulations were finally out in the open. But another part of me felt sadness for Lily. She had been swept up in the same charm and deceit that had blinded me for years. Lily sat in silence for what felt like an eternity before she finally spoke. "I don't even know what to say, Emily," she said, her voice shaky. I didn't know any of this. I feel like such an idiot." "You're not an idiot," I replied, softening my tone. "James is good at hiding who he really is. I didn't see it either, at least not until it was too late." Lily admitted that she had doubts about James, too. She shared how he had been controlling and dismissive in their relationship, how he always seemed to twist situations to make himself look better. But she had ignored those red flags because she thought their connection was worth the compromises. "I thought I was special to him," she said, tears welling in her eyes. "I thought what we had was real." I nodded, understanding exactly how she felt. "That's how he operates," I said. "He makes you feel like you're the only one who truly matters. But it's not love. It's manipulation." By the end of our conversation, Lily looked exhausted but resolute. "Thank you for telling me, Emily," she said. "I don't know what I'm going to do, but I needed to hear this. I needed to know the truth." I wished her luck and walked away, feeling lighter than I had in months. For the first time since the breakup, I felt like I had reclaimed a piece of my power. James might have betrayed me, but he no longer had control over my life, or my story. A few weeks later, I got a call from Lily. She told me she had broken off the engagement. "I couldn't ignore the things you told me," she said. "The more I thought about it, the more I realized you were right. James isn't who I thought he was." Hearing those words felt like closure. I told her I was proud of her for making the decision, even though I knew it wasn't easy. "It takes strength to walk away from someone you thought you loved," I said. "But you deserve better." As for James, he didn't take the breakup well. He tried to spin the story, blaming me for meddling and accusing me of trying to ruin his life. But the people who knew us, the ones who had seen his behavior firsthand, weren't buying it. His reputation took a hit, and he quickly faded from my social circle. Meanwhile, I focused on moving forward. I threw myself into my work, reconnected with old friends, and even started dating again. Slowly but surely, I began to rebuild my confidence and rediscover who I was outside of that toxic relationship. Looking back, I'm grateful for what happened. Not because it was easy, but because it taught me so much about myself. I learned to trust my instincts, to value honesty and respect above all else, and to stand up for myself even when it's hard. As for Lily, we've started to rebuild our friendship. It's not the same as it once was. Too much has happened. But there's a sense of mutual understanding and growth between us. This experience taught me that betrayal doesn't have to define you. It can be a catalyst for growth, for clarity, and for finding the strength to demand better, for yourself and for others. Thank you for listening to my story. My ex-fiancé proposed to my best friend after breaking up with me, so I revealed his secrets to her. If this story resonated with you, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Share this video with someone who might need a reminder that the truth has a way of coming to light, and standing up for yourself is always worth it. Until next time, take care of yourself, and remember, you deserve honesty, respect, and love, and never settle for anything less.